The topic for right now, the segment is called Twins of Faith Conference. Now, this event was held in London on the 19th of November with a theme called Knowledge and Action. The theme of For the Love of God, where the concept is based upon knowledge and action, inseparable twins of our faith. But now they are going to have this current conference in Malaysia, in Putrajaya, on the 24th and 25th of December. So let's say hello to the guest for today, who will explain to us about the event itself and about the programs, about the speakers, even about all the entertainments on the day, the 2 days itself. Let's say hello to Sheikh Alaa ElSayed, the Director of Public Relations, Mercy Mission World, and instructor of Al-Kafa Institute, and Brother Muslim Belal, artist and rapper. Thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Okay, maybe before we hit on the upcoming event on this weekend, you can share with us how was the response from the one in London.
Actually, the response was overwhelming. We were actually pleasantly surprised of the turnout. The feedback was very positive. We're learning on the way. We can certainly use a lot more help and knowledge, but the response in the UK was very positive, and we look forward to another positive conference here in Malaysia, and we look forward to everybody coming and joining us and learn.
Okay, so how many people were there in London? How many people were participating?
Approximately 7,000 to 8,000. That's the last reading we got. It was a very full event, and it was very informative and knowledgeable. Hopefully we can do the same here in Malaysia.
Okay, that's great. Maybe you can also share with us, Muslim, about the event itself. You are going to be one of the entertainers.
Right.
Is this the first time you've here in Malaysia?
Yes, my first visit to Malaysia.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about your experience.
Well, I come from a history of, I grew up as a Christian, and I was heavily involved in London, UK, in the film industry and rap music and stuff. Like most youth want to get involved in music and rap, etc. I converted to Islam when I was 19 years old, and I took a different journey in life, and I started doing poetry style and talking about my journey of coming from this street life, coming to Islam. And then I got asked by a lot of Islamic organizations where most of their events, they don't have much of that party atmosphere with music, etc. They used to ask me to entertain the children with some poetry, and it ended up inspiring a lot of young people, and I ended up doing it at a lot of events all over the world, and now I'm here in Malaysia, looking forward to it.
Were you also one of the performers in the previous event here?
No, I couldn't make it. I spoke to the brothers at Mercy Mission. They invited me down, but I'm currently in Kuwait studying, and I couldn't make it over at the time. But funny enough, I got a lot of messages online because a lot of people was expecting me to be there, and I got loads of messages online about how great it is and why aren't you here, and people saying it's like the best event they've had in London.
Okay,
so I felt a bit gutted that I missed it.
So hopefully you will give out your best shot this weekend.
It will be great.
Okay. Sheikh Alaa, maybe you can also share with us, because I was going on the website itself, and you have a few main programs: Mother's Room, Kids Play Zone, and workshops, budding writers competition, and last is the marriage corner. You know, I think you can see everything in the poster that we have here. So maybe you can explain to us in details what is the event under the Mother's Room for the start.
We at Mercy Mission, we try to accommodate everyone and include everyone, including the cornerstone of the ummah, and the bedrock, and the most important one is the mother. So we look after her well. We look at some of the activities of some facilitating some activities, some educational workshops.
Specifically for women.
For women, and that's what we're after. Our target audience is really women. It comes to specifically for even our activities like the Medina Center, which we're trying to establish here. This is something that we're empowering women. You know, we look after the one that has been neglected, and we certainly see that the importance of women in the ummah, the role of the ummah, like Ibn al-Qayyim, rahmatullahi alayhi, he says that women are half of the ummah, and they have given birth to the other half. So they are the whole ummah. So we certainly look after women when it comes to Mercy Mission, and that's one of our missions. So one of them is a ummah, and certainly you mentioned something about the
Kids
marriage
play
workshop.
zone. Oh yeah, you have a marriage corner.
We have a marriage corner, and actually I'll be given a course called Home Sweet Home. So hopefully everybody will have a home sweet home with Al-Kawthar Institute later on in the end of the year, and hopefully it can help some people to have a home sweet home. So kids are involved, the whole family structure is involved, and specifically the mothers, because they are the root of all.
Okay, so Muslim, you can also explain to us. You were saying that your target audience is mostly youth, young adults and children.
Yeah.
So how, what is your plan for this current event? Do you plan to sing or poetry, or is your plan to interact with the younger audience?
It's hard to put a name on what I actually do, because I don't label it as singing or rap, etc. But it's got a rap style to it, and with a melody, but I don't use no music. And it's also got like because of my Jamaican background, it's got a little reggae kind of feel to it. But it's basically like telling a story, but I'm rhyming, and I beautify my voice a bit while I'm rhyming, and I've got like a melody that they go along with. So kids who are into like rap or used to listen to rap music and this sort of stuff, they seem to like it. But funny enough, it's for everyone. I usually get the parents coming up to me saying
they really enjoy it.
The mothers, the fathers, asking, and they really enjoy it.
Okay, maybe you have an opinion, be it in UK or in Malaysia. What is the biggest challenge for young Muslim adults these days?
It's challenging, just being where their role models are usually the stars they see on TV.
Yes.
And the lifestyle that the stars they see on TV are living is not very Islamic lifestyle. So there's that battle of chasing their desires or listening to their parents and following the way that is more pleasing to God, more pleasing to Allah. And as a young person, you've got so much desires, you've got so much energy. It's hard to just live that relaxed lifestyle and just pray and fast and just do this calm thing and just be so calm. So the young people are struggling to balance it. But what I try to show them through my poetry is that I'm coming from that life where everything was fast and I was doing everything, chasing all my desires, and I didn't find any happiness. And in all the success, I didn't find any happiness. So I'm saying, don't run towards a life that I'm running away from. And I found happiness in this.
Okay, that's very nice. Sheikh Alaa, maybe you can, I like it when you say, we were talking about the marriage corner just now. I was reading on the website that you also have an event where bachelorettes can enter, and from there, they can get counseling or even a way to understand how to seek a specific how do you say, quality in the partners, in terms of communications and so on. Maybe you can elaborate on that.
Sure. Actually, in the course we teach at Al-Kawthar is a home sweet home.
Okay.
We give them preventative measures. We say
this is for the non-married young adults.
Yeah, the singles.
Okay, singles.
Hopefully they won't be for long after this event. What we try to do is give them the tools to be proactive, not reactive. And this is what we address, the root cause analysis of the actual marital issues and concerns that we have in our community and the society and the ummah at large. And you'll find out that #1 issue or concern or problem, really for that matter, is choosing a spouse. If you choose properly, you don't have to worry about putting out fires and addressing issues later on. So we give them the tools to be able to be happy and choose the proper spouse. So hopefully we can provide that service for them, make it a successful event.
Can you share a little bit of tips, a little bit of sneak peek of the counseling, or even the topic that you'll be discussing soon? What is the right way of choosing the right spouse?
Very easy. It's easy. We call it 4 and 4. I usually talk to the sisters first because, ladies first. And we tell them, there are 4 things that are mentioned when you choose your spouse. And when they come to the office, talk about issues and concerns they have in the family, I usually ask them the same question. Based on what, ukhti, did you say yes to this man? I want to marry you because he's got a nice long hair, he's got like six-pack, or nice muscles, or maybe Mercedes-Benz is coming in. All these issues is different. So I'll tell you, the two things in the Quran mentioned and two things in the Sunnah. The Quran mentioned that when Prophet Moses, may peace be upon him, was in his journey, the daughter of the Prophet Shu'aib, may peace be upon him, also said, Ya abat istajir, oh my father, hire him. Meaning, indirect way or polite way to say, I want to marry him.
Okay.
Inna khayra man istajarta al-qawi al-amin. The best of those who you hire, qawi, strong, amin, trustworthy. So these were the qualities. At-Tabari in the tafsir is qawi al-iman, strong of iman, faith. Amin, trustworthy, because you are going to be with him now. He has to be trustworthy. In the hadith, to be quickly because of the time, the Prophet Muhammad, may peace be upon him, said that if a person comes to you, ask for your daughter's hand in marriage, look for two things: deen and khuluq, religious backgrounds and moral conduct. And I actually explain the reason these four things are.
Okay.
When it comes to men, I talk to them about the hadith. The four criteria again, Prophet Muhammad, may peace be upon him, said, if a woman is wed for four reasons: her beauty, her wealth, lineage, and deen. So because Islam is a practical religion, once you'd have a beautiful wife, because if you have a beautiful wife, you don't have to look around and ask Brother Bilal, God help him. He's a single man, we'll try to help him out.
Okay.
So if you go see all these things outside and you go home, you don't have that, then your heart is not settled. Second thing is obviously the wealth. It helps, as Khadija radiallahu anha helped Prophet Muhammad, may peace be upon him. Lineage was the environment, the family, how she was brought up. And then the religious background, which is the most important of all. Because if she doesn't have the deen, everything else will fall. And I've given the example that we learned from Dr. Rida Badir, Jazakallah khair, Hafidhahullah. He says, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, religion is number one. So if she's beautiful, you add a 0, which is a 10. If she's wealthy, you add another 0, which is 100. And she's got a good family, lineage, and so on. Everything else is there. So give another 0 back 1,000. But take away the deen, you have nothing but 3 zeros left.
Yes.
So hopefully we'll get there.
Okay, something to really look forward to. Thank you very much. I can see that you are really fired up, talking about this topic. Something that we in Malaysia are really looking forward to is the event is going to be this weekend, 24th to 25th December. Hopefully you can still sign up. The price for adults is 150, for children is 75 ringgit. The event is held in the PICC Putrajaya. And I think you can find more information on the website. But on the poster, the sister speakers will be like Datin Dr. Noor Azizah Muhammad Taib, Wadina Safia Rita Rahayu Omar, and Raya Shokatafar. And we also have entertainers like Muslim Bilal, Abdul Rold, Buna Muhammad, Shinji Moriwaki, and Muaz Zulkifli. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for sharing this with us. And hopefully we are going to reach the message that we would like based from the conference, and that is to build a better nation and an exemplary community. Thank you very much.
We will do that. Terra Makasi.
Inshallah. So hopefully the event is going to be successful, just like the one in London. And thank you very much again.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Okay.